In this video, we're going to give you some pointers on how you can get started in creating your own scripts for your future video projects. Some videos, like customer testimonials or interviews, can be completely off the cuff. In fact, in this instance, improvisation adds to the authenticity of the occasion. However, there are times when you're going to want to put in a little more prep work before the shoot. If you're filming any kind of presenter-led talking head video, or maybe something of a more informative nature, then a script is something you should look into creating. Now, the good thing is just about anyone can write a corporate script. Granted, it may take a little practice to get the flow and the tone of things down to a finer art, but writing scripts for your own branded content is a very achievable goal for anyone to set their sights on. You know your business better than anybody, and with a little bit of research, scripts are quite easy to put together. Now, if we had to say what the general point of just about any video was, it would probably be something along the lines of speaking and engaging with your audience and helping to achieve business goals. The beauty of a script is it puts you more in charge of these elements. And the bonus is that when written well, the words you use can inspire your audience to do exactly what you want them to do. You're like a puppet master. So before you even start writing, you need to be 100% clear on what your objectives are for any given video. A good launch pad is to ask yourself the following questions. What is the purpose? Who is the audience? What action do you want your viewer to take? And what value are you providing? And these questions will help you to gain a better understanding of the people a video is built for. And it is this understanding that is needed in order to create content that will engage them. Armed with this information, the next thing you need to begin work on is the narrative that your video will follow. Now, don't panic. We're not talking about creating any cinematic epics here. This is simply a case of figuring out how you're going to deliver the message that you want to deliver and in what way it will resonate with your audience. You don't necessarily need to conjure up an entire universe in which to base a huge quest. Just work out a logical arc along with which your video can progress. You don't need to get Peter Jackson on the phone. Now it's time to start writing, and the main thing to remember here is to always speak your audience's language. This means keeping things simple, conversational, avoid jargon like your life depends on it. Keep in mind, however, that your brand voice still needs to be heard loud and clear, so that your more heavily produced projects don't stick out from the rest. It can be a little difficult to strike the right balance first time around, so make sure you revisit and review your scripts as you write them. And if you're at all concerned about anything related to brand identity, check with your marketing team. They'll be a massive help. They'll probably rewrite the whole thing and send it back to you. Don't make your scripts any longer than they need to be. Less is always more, but try not to substitute the necessary detail for brevity. Say whatever you need to say and then wrap things up. This is something that you'll be able to tighten up on every script once you've written and reviewed them. Finally, remember, video is always more than words. The visuals are equally as important and need to be factored in when creating a script. Don't feel that you need to communicate absolutely everything through dialogue alone. There's always room for some smaller animation sections, B-roll, things like that will really help to get your message home with the viewers. So let's recap. Always begin with the video brief. Answering key questions like who your video is for, why you're making it. It's just going to offer a greater understanding about your target audience. And that means that you'll be able to create something that better connects with them, which works out for everyone. Work out your narrative before you start writing. Knowing your start and end points will enable you to create a tighter, more focused script that translates better to screen. Speak in your audience's tongue. Fancy language and industry jargon is just a huge turn-off for viewers. Don't drag things out any longer than need to be. Your audience's time is privileged, and it's not something you should get greedy with. Take only what you have to and then leave it at that. If you're struggling to put something into words, don't panic. Video is a visual art first and foremost. So if words fail you, there will always be another way to get your point across. And that's that for this episode of Incite Bite. It's quite a lot to digest, but hopefully it's a good starting point for anyone thinking of writing their own script for a corporate video, for a brand, for a YouTube channel. And with time and practice, it'll become second nature sooner or later. If you've got any questions, then please leave them in the comments below and we'll shed some light on them for you. This button up here is the subscribe button. Hit it if you don't want to miss any of our videos. If you'd like to check out our latest video, that's this one just here.